What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today it's the last stand for 1365 in Kingsland. Meanwhile, 1960 and 1093 are happy to cut out those legs they're trying to stand on. It should be fun to watch this final segment of the Kingsland battle, and I do think the end is nigh. But before we begin, big shout out to the members and moderators in the chat. Unknown, Rave, 2563, DWK, Thuggy, Tim, Mr. Troll Divided. How's it going? Bala, Echo Gaming, good to see you. El Cid. Y'all behave while I'm in my meeting. Yes, is this your meeting? Is this your meeting? You tell the other people you're working with, sorry, I gotta go to a meeting? Cool Pasta, welcome. Blaze Daily, what's up? Stephen Shirley, David H. Frozen, how's it going? Aaron Jones, Gustav. Man, I gotta jump behind the table here. Gage, thank you for the super chat. Just wanted to ask for a shout out to 2675. We're growing, but maybe we can catch up and give y'all a run for your money. Let's go. Shout out to 2675. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Woo! Hey, let's start the stream. Let's jump in game. By the way, big shout out to my Legendary Guard. Thank you for your ongoing support. And a bunch of new people joined the Legendary Guard recently. So be sure to get me your photo so I can hang it up on the wall over here. Here we go. Let's go. Do you think Heraclius will be a good secondary to Sargon? I honestly think he's just going to be okay in the fields. Like, he'll be fine in the fields. Is this the right Zig? No, this is the wrong KVK. Too many Zigs. I've been looking at too many Zigs. Don't tell my wife. 3 days of streaming in a row? True. Alright, here we are. The map. The map. This has got to be the #1 question that you get in a KVK live stream. Chisgule, can you show the map? What do we have here? Mimi's out of Kingsland. Vavi's got 2 flags in Kingsland. I don't know that we really can count these. Technically, I guess it's more than 2 flags, but it's not much. Meanwhile, JST is holding on for dear life, while 93 encircles their land. Chat says Mimi's in the north, huh? Mimi to the north? Is this Mimi? The MLO2? It's the second Mimi. This is Mimi's second rising in the north. Okay. Meanwhile, 1960, cruising right along as they have been since the beginning of Kingsland, clearing a path, seemingly unstoppable, attacking the flags of GG34. There just isn't much land left in Kingsland, but the land they've got, woo, 365 is here to defend. As a reminder, Rally Watch is now active. If you see a spot where there's action, shout out the coordinates. 566, 730. Mimi has no city theme on. Mimi, both cities here. I think they took off their city theme. They're in stealth mode. Maybe somebody will swarm them if I don't look like I have a fancy city theme. Is that the plan? Unknown, thank you for the 2 months. Hey, Chisgule, me and my group of friends just migrated this morning. And we're maybe, just maybe, gonna turn into a decent or an even better kingdom. You're awesome. Cheers. Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Too late for Mimi to do anything? Well, hey. Hey, they have land. Maybe they can do something. But they're gonna have to pull it together, man. They're gonna have to pull it together. Mimi's still over 900 million power. I think Ruz is losing his bet, isn't he? Didn't Ruz bet more power loss? I mean, there's still a chance, but it hasn't happened yet. But so far, Ruz is about to lose 1 billion gold. Roll Tide family, dropping coordinates in the chat. Let's go. Rally Watch is active. Okay. You know it's crazy when it can't even load the flag into the screen. Dang. I got some hydration here. Not sponsored. But whatever. Some electrolyte water that I'm gonna brew up. Drink. Chisgule's angry with me. Didn't answer my questions. Nah, I'm not angry. I just didn't see him. These KVKs must have so much lag. I like the small kingdom KVKs. No lag. Get it? Look. I have a pretty smooth experience in my restart kingdom. None of this lag shenanigans. Chat, I may or may not have tried to take a nap right before streaming. Cannot recommend trying to do that. How much counterattack does a tower take shooting rallies? Enough that you don't want to do it. Are you bored of the off-season yet? I've been bored of the off-season since the first day we got to the off-season. We need an 8 Imperium KVK. That was Rock's Prime. They just don't build Imperiums like they used to, chat. They really don't build Imperiums like they used to. I think we're going to do the 320 pool of kingdoms and KVK pops. I hope we're doing Warriors Unbound if we get the option, although I doubt we'll get the option. I hope we do. I really hope we do. Warriors Unbound looks like a sick new KVK format, chat. Grim AR, thank you for the super chat. GG34 and Mimi were 2v1 1960, and they were burning their flags, but too little too late. If they started this Kingsland with the strategy, it could have gone better. Oh man, and this city's getting burned. 80 million power, switching from a Flavius down. Whoa. Dang. Chat, what are we watching here? Is this a city or a flag? It's a flag. This guy's off territory. Would I stream Warcraft? You mean like World of Warcraft? Tell me more. There's the burn on the flag. And the burn on the city. It doesn't seem like they have many troops in there, though. Now they're trying a Xeno garrison. You may as well run the Xeno, I suppose. How to become an Imperium kingdom. You recruit a lot of players to your kingdom, and then you power them all up. World of Warcraft. Man, it's just been so long since I played World of Warcraft. Wait, is that Star in the chat from 1365? Who says, wow, I'm getting rallied? Looks like the meta stabilized a little bit with that Xeno garrison. What am I drinking? It's some sort of electrolyte water. You pour in the powder, stir it up. Tastes kind of like oranges. Theoretically, I'm more hydrated. Hooray. Justin. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Let's go. Yo, let's drop those Justin emojis in the chat. I'm pretty sure we're at an all-time high for members on the channel, by the way. We might be at an all-time high for channel members. Star says, no, I'm not that star. Oh, okay. GG. You create your Pride of the Con in the first go? Sheesh! Congratulations. Echo Gaming says 750 members. Are you able to see how many members I have? Because I think that's about right, actually. I didn't think there was a way for you to know that, but I think that's about right. I can check. Here comes the rally. No, he can't see. He's just a genius with the guesses. Or he's calculated based on the number of emojis that I have. I have 779 active members currently. That's members of the channel. Dope. I am very wise, says Echo Gaming. Hey, if you're looking for an OG content creator who can introduce you to a bunch of new games, Echo Gaming is the guy to subscribe to. He's got over, what is it, 300,000 subscribers now? Making videos about all the different mobile games that are coming out that you might want to check out. Check him out, Echo Gaming, on YouTube. The OGs know that he and I did some collabs back in the day, man. Really strong vids. Please zoom out a little. We can keep it zoomed out a little. 93 is just prowling on this territory, man. I mean, they're way into JST territory here. As an infantry main, what should I buy in the KVK shop with my season coins? Well, I got good news, bad news. The good news is you don't have to spend anything on a city theme because there aren't any good ones. The bad news is there aren't any good city themes for an infantry main. So consider using all those coins, that season currency, for accessories, materials, and gold heads. If you are enjoying the live stream, and I know we just started, throw a like on here, consider subscribing to the channel. Let's freaking go. 365's in the meat grinder now. Yeah, I mean, they have a pretty monumental task. In my eyes, from this KVK, I learned a very important lesson, chat. The important lesson is that when you enter into Kingsland, this is just my opinion, other people may feel differently. And maybe we would have had the exact same outcome, or a worse outcome if this had been done, but I think the strongest alliance needs to match up on the strongest alliance from the opposing side. And if you don't match your strongest to their strongest, then you need to match your strongest to their weakest and your weakest to their strongest. But I think the only kingdom that we know that could hold off 1960 was 365. And I think that if 365 had held this top corner of Kingsland, it's possible that 534 and Mimi might have been able to hold off the 93 side. But I honestly don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it would have changed anything. Maybe it would have changed nothing. maybe it would have changed nothing. But I know this, at the very start of Kingsland, neither Mimi nor 534 could muster enough field to get their wall hops, and that was a big deal. I mean, that was a signal of what was to come. Now, with that said, I recently spectated a KVK from Plato's Kingdom, where I was like, man, they're having kind of the worst Kingsland opening I've ever seen. Not gonna lie. And then they won anyways. So, I mean, like, just because your Kingsland starts poorly does not mean that you're going to lose. Just because Kingsland starts poorly does not mean you're going to lose. Literally, my words were, I think this is the most lopsided Kingsland opening I've ever seen when I spectated his KVK. And I was like, they're going to lose. And they won. So, there you go. Who gets the zig? I don't know. Probably 1960. I mean, the thing is, for 1960 in this KVK, their map position was really perfect. It gave them an opportunity to be the anchor for their team in a zone and to fight for like a week before anybody else could show up. So if anyone was going to make an argument, oh, maybe it's not 1960, the thing that tips it in their favor, in my estimation, is the fact that they got to throw down for like 10 days before anybody else. And it's like, well, I mean, it's hard to argue they didn't work for it, you know? You really can't make the argument that they didn't work for it. You can't say the most lopsided Kingsland opening after 1254. Well, I suppose that's true. Does that even qualify as a Kingsland fight, though, if no other kingdom gets a pass into Kingsland? I don't think that even qualifies as a Kingsland fight. Water Camp would like a word. Honestly, you know who I found to be the most surprising but impressive in a way that I didn't expect? Was all of the smaller kingdoms in this KVK. Man, they showed up. Am I crazy, or did some of these smaller kingdoms that you might not have known about before, they kind of showed up? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Because I don't think so. Some of these guys were always like, I don't know you, but man, you're doing work. And they were doing work in the same way the Imperiums were doing work, you know? Man, I gotta do my Ceroli. Yeah, don't forget to do your Ceroli. Last night after reset, I messaged Chadsky. I was like, bro, we gotta get this Ceroli done. He was like, yeah, let's do that. So it was me and Chadsky and Peace. And then Frozen and one other, I think it was Vic from SW. And we one-shot every legendary boss. And then we did it on the restart as well. Chadsky got on his account in 2293. I got on my account in 2293. And we one-shot all the bosses on legendary in 2293 as well. And Sasuke, who's normally in these live streams, was like, he also joined us in the restart because, you know, he's from my restart kingdom. And he was like, dude, why is this so easy? And I was like, well, we kind of ran with a crew of like 4 officers from SW. Like, yeah, it's easy when you have 4 SW officers show up to do Ceroli with you. I mean, like, yeah. That was pretty easy. Do some Ceroli with randoms to get the full experience. Yo, you have to trust me. I have done more than my fair share of that. Not worth it. If you're in a pickup group, it's just not worth it. 508, 682, Rally Watch, Poggers. Oh my god, I clicked on not the search button. Ooh, well, whatever. There's a flag over here. Let's look at the flag. Is that a double? Let's go. Double rally. Sasuke says, why didn't Peace join us in the 2293 one? I'm not sure, actually. Only do Ceroli with randoms if you hate yourself, says Raven. Yeah, I mean, it's painful. The pickup group life is really painful. It's funny because we were like, give us a harder Ceroli challenge. And then we're like, oh god, this harder Ceroli challenge is so annoying. Like, Zona Zero, what's up? That's my war camp. Let's go, says AMN. Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, I was just really impressed with the smaller kingdoms. They really showed up. And that's true of both sides, I feel. Keep me honest, but I feel like that's true of both sides. Ceroli with the 4 horsemen back in the day was so funny. It was a good time. How many new members do you predict will get this stream? I don't know, man. Y'all have been crazy generous over the past few days. It's been really wild. Even the past few months through the holidays, y'all were extremely generous. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you. This guy fighting 24/7 with millions and millions of troops. And me trying to beat a Barb Fort level 5. GG. Oh, here's a rally. Let's go. I mean, 93 is just going from flag to flag, man. This is brutal. This is brutal. A-seeds can be impressive. They get crushed in the open field so many times, yet they still ball up. Unlike some Imperiums in this KVK. I mean, it's tough, man. Zona Zero Gaming, hey, welcome to the Honor Guard. First new member of the stream. Thanks for renewing your membership. Thank you for the 6 months. You know, I thought something crazy. If anyone uses the new equipment for engineering commanders, you heal your T5 siege. Or use that march to get your kills up. GG. So chat. Good news, bad news. Let's start with the bad news. The bad news is I'm gonna drop a lot of gold heads. I'm gonna drop a lot of crystal keys on my farm. Good news is, yo, I'm expertising the ranged commanders, and we're gonna test tomorrow in a live stream. Probably tomorrow morning. I gotta get my sparring partner lined up for the testing, and then we'll pick a time for the stream. So we're gonna expertise both the ranged commanders tomorrow on stream, and then test them to see if they're any good. I mean, people want to know. And I'm gonna get it done so that you still have all 5 days of recharge if you want to do it based on the test results. You're welcome. You're welcome. We'll figure out if the range commanders are any good. All right? So be sure to tune into that stream. Is it safe to assume 1365 is going to lose this KVK? I don't know how they can possibly win from this position. I suppose if everything shuts down on the 1960 side, you could get a comeback, but my farm is burying itself for content. Yeah, there's like, I don't know, 1,300 plus sculpture commitment to ranged commanders is hard to recover. It could have been a legit open field account if I migrated it to some other kingdom. Like, I could have made it super legit. I'm kind of not interested in this song at the moment. This song is better. Could we get a little scoop on what's happening? Yeah, now that 534 and Mimi have largely been removed from Kingsland. All that's left, this is a general overgeneralization, but all that's left is 1365, and they are taking a pummeling. Too bad no epic range commanders to test with. Yeah, so in a Q&A with the developers, people asked, hey, could we get some epic commanders? And the developers were like, oh, we could look into some epic ranged commanders. This song is called Fly by Tokyo Machine. Treebeard says it's going to be hard to watch. I kind of hope you don't do it. Oh, we're doing it. Tomorrow on stream. Tomorrow on stream, expertising both the legendary commanders, the ranged ones. And we'll test them. It's going to be hype, man. The flag is still standing. That's true. All of the 1365 alliances besides JST are below 10 billion. They're probably funneling people into JST because JST has the most territory. So you can't really look at the alliance powers and make assumptions about what's happening because I'm sure people are switching between alliances. Big swarm on this flag, man. Big swarm. Tada Gibbons Yad, Sargon the Great, swinging in big. Swarmers include XY, Guan, many Nevskis, Gilgamesh, Williams, putting in the work. Expertise Charlemagne for research. It's the sort of thing I could do on my farm, but definitely not on my man. Under 1k counters, Trajan in the garrison, and there's the burn. A lot of people from BLN migrated out. No shot, bro. That can't be true. There's no shot a bunch of people from 365 will migrate out mid-KVK. No way. BLN is empty with 8 bill power, chat says. Zero Demon says, lol, that's not true. Cyrax. Thank you for the super chat. Chisgule, thoughts on Tadic Sargon versus Sargon primary for a rally? Assume there's no swarm risk. I feel like if the rally is going to run long, that having Tadic for Desperate Elegy is just so good. It's just so much rage per second, and it's so consistent. I feel like it's probably the way to go, to use the Tadic Ibn Ziyad primary. All right, chat wants to see their power. All right. JST. I mean, they're down to 11.6 billion. At least we have KVK. I mean, honestly, at least they have KVK. It's true. Look at the coalition power. JG is down to 10 billion. OG down to 9 billion. BLN down to 8 billion. Are they all actually zeroed, or what's going on here? They're missing a lot of members. Are they just in some other shell that's not in Kingsland or something? Their powers are really low, and their member counts are really low. I wonder what's going on. They're looking thin. Chat, come on. Surely 1365 can lose 1 KVK and be just fine. We talked about this. We said they're going to emerge stronger, right? Fubian, what's up, dude? Show the top alliance in 1254. I mean, we're in a weird situation because we haven't had a KVK in 5 millennia. But I can show that after this flag swarm. As long as we have a flag swarm to watch, chat, I'm going to try to watch these flag swarms. But I'll show our alliance powers in just a minute. '93 is the Imperium killer. What other Imperium have they killed? Oh, God. Joan Prime in the garrison. That's a GG. XY primary in the garrison. GG. Chat says 1307. 846. I don't think 1254 qualifies in that list. Beast, welcome to the Honor Guard. Yo, let's go. Technically, SW was king of 93 not long ago in one of the streams. Lol. They beat 860 and 1034. If 365 falls, do you think 1254 will be next? Honestly, I think the biggest threat to 1254 is 1254. I feel like the biggest threat to 1254 is drama because we haven't gotten into a KVK. That's like our biggest threat, is that we have no chill until we actually get a fight. You think I'm kidding? I am not kidding. Cheers, Beast. Yo, people in 1254 are getting antsy, man. They're getting real antsy. They haven't gotten their fix, and you know what happens. Rhino! Hey, welcome to the Honor Guard. Let's get those hype emojis for Rhino, newest member of the Honor Guard. Let's go. Here's the Mimi line. Comes a rally. Let's watch this rally. How is Baba today, I wonder? Really miss him. Yeah, I don't know how Baba's doing. Last I chatted with Baba was regarding the earthquake relief and the fundraiser we had done. That's the last time I talked to Baba. What happens when Bunny doesn't get his fix? Bunny does a number of things that I don't know I should promote. But one thing we do in 1254 to keep busy is we play lots of other games. So our Discord server is pretty active. Alright, this is like an Attila Takeda rally going to where? I guess we could see what city they hit. TR versus SW Overwatch or League. You kind of want to see 1254 versus 1647. 647 has been creeping up. It's true. Okay, the rally is going to walk this way, so I can show the power, and then we'll see where the rally's going. Alliance power. 14.9 billion, 14.3 billion, 12.4, and 12 billion, and 8 billion. Technically, if you want to include small PP over here, they're 7 billion. I think that's just a farm, though. I allied with 647 in the past. They were strong, man. Torjor wants to see a Rocket League tournament. Pun intended. Where's this rally going? We know it's not this city. $7 billion power farm alliance almost has more power than your main alliance. I mean, you think about it, my farm is like 80 million power. I'm not the only one with a high power farm, although I really need to lose some power on my farm. I really need to lose some power on the farm, not gonna lie. 1254 is looking so thin. I mean, honestly, there were days where we looked thicker. It's true. Yoda 808. Thank you for the gold chests. Thank you for the gold chests. Thank you, Yoda 808, for the gold chests. Thank you, Yoda, for the gold chest. Let's go. Oh, man. Show the top 1,000 player power in 1254? Don't torment us, Chisgule. Is that tormenting you? Hey, we found the city. Justin, thanks for the 10 gifted. Yo, let's go. Let's get those hype emojis in the chat. The man picks up his gold chests. Drops 10 new members. Drops $50 super chat. Let's go. Oh god, Honda primary on this 30 million power city. That's a choice. Do you want to have a KVK against 1960? I believe that we're... Oh, they ported. After losing like 5 million power? I believe that we are lining up with 1960 to enter into a KVK with them in the future. I don't know if that means we play as friends or we fight each other as friends. But I think we have made a lot of friends over there recently. Honda Ethel. Not a great combo. I still feel like we should rename the alliance. Instead of Super Washed, Super Wingmen. That's how we should be renamed. Who does Redline fight for in the 1254 versus 1960 KVK? I don't know, honestly. He'd probably play both accounts. Do you recommend coming back to the game? I quit over a year ago. I mean, I really enjoy Rise of Kingdoms. Let me be real with you. I enjoy this game. I could not make 2 videos a day for 4 years if I wasn't enjoying the game. So I'm having a lot of fun. Although, I do have a limited budget in the game. I do get to spend pretty aggressively and write it off as, you know, literally a tax write-off. Which certainly changes my experience with the game. Holy member alerts. Big brain move. I mean, anyone could do it. You could start a YouTube channel. Post some videos. Call all your rock spending a business expense. But you do have to register your business and do a bunch of all that, you know, all that sort of stuff. Like there are costs associated with that. There are costs associated with that. So you need to be spending a pretty significant amount of money in the game. But like, Jake the Dog, for example, and Plato Gaming, and Redline, and Fleisch, and like all those guys that are streaming Rise of Kingdoms should absolutely be writing off their spending in game as a business expense. Like, if they have not made a business entity to do that with, they need to do that. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. But they're probably doing it wrong if they have not done that. I would assume they have. Next KVK will not involve 1960 and 1254, unfortunately. It's the KVK after that where I think we hope to line up. Jake says that's why I'm free to play. All right, well, there you go. No business expenses, I suppose, if you're free to play. Mountain Man says we got to have a Discord server where we all share how to make money quickly so we can spend more in game. Or, you know, spend on whatever makes you happy. Chat asks, how do I become a member of the Smash Squad? Link will be in the chat in just a second. There we go. 1254 versus 60 and 664. I'm not as familiar with 1664. I know we fought them in the past, but I don't know where they're at currently. We did fight them in the past, right? In your opinion, should have waited was the #1 name. I like Super Wingman. That's pretty good. But maybe that's because I played a lot of Wing Commander as a kid. Put a 1 in the chat if you've played Wing Commander. 2 if you've heard of it but never played. 3 if you've never heard of it. Have no clue what I'm talking about. Dude, Wing Commander was good. Wing Commander's old school good stuff, man. But it's pretty old school. We're talking DOS games old school. Hold on. Let me ask this. Here we go. Here's the real poll. The RUOG check. Right here. Did you play games using the DOS operating system? This is how we'll know. The boomer test. Bro, I used to play games that were on a floppy disk or a hard disk. That's old school. Prince of Persia? That's good stuff. Privateer was a really good game. King's Quest, let's go. Leisure Suit Larry, that was a little... I was too young for that. But King's Quest, Space Quest, those were good. Golden Axe. Yo, but did you ever play Zealyard? I think that's what it was called. Zealyard? Oh, yeah. Zealyard. Z-E-L-I-A-R-D. Says it's an online game now, but trust me, it was not back in the day. Yo, Zealyard was good. That was a game. Dude, back when Sierra Games was freaking thriving, man. Dude, they made the good games. I remember My dad, like, wrote a letter to Sierra Games saying we really like their games. My son is very young, likes Zilliard. Could you send us some maps? And they sent us, like, printed maps. They literally, like a freaking booklet. Back in the day, companies actually cared, man. What on earth are these games? I'm a gamer and I don't know any of these. You gotta be old to know these games, man. You gotta be real old. I mean, okay, real old. Take it easy. Take it easy, Chisgule. Not that old, but like... I'm sure a lot of people in the chat were not born when these games were released. So many youngins in the chat. SimCity 2000. Yo, that was good. SimCity 2000, that was a good game. Chadsky, yo, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. What's up, man? Yo, let's go, says Chadsky. The Secret of Monkey Island. That was a good one. We've talked about that on stream before. The Secret of Monkey Island, you would sword fight, and the way that you would sword fight is that the characters would, like, throw insults at each other, and you had to have the right response. That was how sword fighting worked. Good times. Those were good times. You love Monkey Island? What's not to love? So good. I never really got into Baldur's Gate. Doom forever? Bro, Quake and Doom? GG. Sarix, thank you for the super chat. Seagull says, yes, I love monkeys. Not sure we're thinking of the same thing. Myst? You know, Myst was one of those puzzle games that I never really got into. If I remember correctly, it was sort of pitched as having these really beautiful environments, but like, I don't know, I never got into Myst. Heroes of Might and Magic? That was a good one. Yo, Heroes of Might and Magic. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Oh man, that game was so good. Yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic. Now I'm feeling really nostalgic. Man, that game was... That game was good. Dungeon Keeper, also good. You can buy a console now that you have all the DOS games. Oh, interesting. Chadsky says, I'll ask this for my boat. My boat's in the chat. He was messing around with Ethel, Mulan, and Canyon and got good results. Maybe for field? I guess if you're like... don't have other meta commanders, you could use Ethel Mulan and it might be alright. Otherwise, I don't know, it doesn't excite me. But Mulan is good. I mean, we know Mulan's good. It works in Canyon. We know it's good. You probably could get away with Ethel Mulan as a combo in the field. Yeah, Mulan's great in KVK3. Like, if you had an expertise Mulan, you would use it. But you shouldn't have an expertise Mulan, because you wouldn't use universals on it. Final Fantasy? Holy. I mean, you know, if you really want to throw down, you throw out something like Contra, right? Contra's pretty old school. Contra was a great game. There's just like no arguing. Prince of Persia? True. Metal Gear Solid 4? Mortal Kombat. I mean, bro, Mortal Kombat. What a great one. Counter-Strike's where it's at? No way. There's new games released for DOS still? GG. I never played Mike Tyson Knockout. Well, I mean, I played it, but, you know, I wasn't, like, into it. If that makes sense. There's the burn. Let's use Rally Finder in the chat here. Well, I think these are where I'm at already. Maybe not. Ooh, City Rally. Oh. 85 mil power on the city. NBA Jam. You know, I played my fair share of sports games on console, but they were always at friends' houses, you know? Lemmings. Man, Lemmings is a good one. Someone's got to have a talk with those Lemmings about if your friend jumps off a bridge. Because if one of them jumps off a bridge, they all jump off the bridge. Lemmings was great. This song? I like this song. It's called Vex by Bensley. What about Ethel Mulan and KVK 2? No, I mean, if you had that, it'd be really good. Look at those caravans. Oh, God. A Monitor getting swarmed. Samurai Showdown. Battletoads? I mean, classic game right there. Classic game right there. I remember sleeping over at a friend's house. They had, you know, like a bunk bed. And we'd play Battletoads. And we stayed up late watching this movie, Tremors, I think is what it was called. Oh, I was terrified. I was way too young to see that. I was way too young for that. But, you know, he had a TV in his room, so... Tetris is OP. I mean, it kind of is. Tetris is legit, bro. Was Kevin Bacon in Tremors? Load Runner, bro. Where are the cities getting zeroed? Drop some coordinates. If cities are getting zeroed, just drop those chords. Metroid? Let's go. Looks like the group is moving over here. Meanwhile, we got a coordinate to go check out. Thank you, Rally Watch. I appreciate you. Ooh. They got burned. Highest power was 71 mil. Man, they're feasting on that city. Play some Tetris music. I'd have to find somewhere I would know for sure I would not get hit with a copyright strike or claim. All the music I use, I have a license for. And even though I have a license for the music, I still get hit with copyright claims. It's absurd. It's actually so absurd. Like, literally the same day that Monster Cat hits me with a claim for using their music, they send the bill that I owe them for the license to use that music. It drives me insane. The music industry is wilding so much, I swear. I don't know how they get with wilding like this. It's out of control. And the crazy part with copyright for music is that, like, all they have to do is file the claim and, like, you're guilty until proven innocent. It's crazy. Left 4 Dead. Oregon Trail. Let me tell you. Oregon Trail. I used to play that in elementary school. You could play Oregon Trail on the library computers. Nightmare 1314. Thank you for the super chat. Who's winning this Kingsland? I mean, it's the 1960 crew. Double Dragon? That was a good one. There was some Super Nintendo game I had. It wasn't Street Fighter. But you would fight on streets. Somebody help me out. It's a Super Nintendo game. Not Tekken. Not Duke Nukem. Final Fight? I don't think it was Final Fight. It was not Killer Instinct. It was a Super Nintendo game. You could either be some young guy, or you could be a totally ripped dad. And you're fighting to rescue either your daughter or it was your girlfriend. It was not Double Dragon. Streets of Rage? I don't think it was Streets of Rage. We've got to be able to figure this one out. Because I remember so specifically, you're either like this ripped father, or you're like the skinny but athletic boyfriend. With Haggard. Yeah. Wait, maybe it is Final Fight. Haggard is totally... That sounds very familiar. It's Final Fight. Okay. I guess it was Final Fight then. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Final Fight. 100%. Yeah. I think that's it. Cody looks familiar. Cody and Haggard. That sounds right. Pizza or hamburgers? I'd say pizza. Chat, do you have any questions? This or that? Now's the time. Get all your this or that questions in the chat. I'll try to blast through them. Let's go. Seagull started it with pizza or hamburgers. This or that? Put it in the chat. Marvel or DC? Definitely Marvel. Sorry, Batman. Pokemon Red or Blue? Embarrassed I never played. I only started playing Pokemon as an adult for Pokemon Go. I'm only slightly ashamed to admit it. Range Commanders or Green Commanders? Green Commanders. Star Wars or Star Trek? Gotta say Star Wars, but I did like Star Trek. Pepsi or Coke? Actually, on the Pepsi plan over here. Breakfast or dinner? I'm gonna go with dinner, honestly. I might have given you breakfast as the answer long ago, and I still, if you qualify chicken and waffles as breakfast, then we might need to change my answer, but pizza or pasta? Pizza. Justice League or Avengers? I'd say Avengers. Rum or whiskey? I don't know, not really into neither, but probably rum. Pancakes or waffles? I think pancakes is the plan, but like, again, if we're talking chicken and waffles, we need to have a talk because at my wedding, we had a brunch wedding. This was a little bit unusual. I'm getting sidetracked, but we had a brunch wedding. So we had basically like a whole weekend of festivities. We had like a picnic one night where we had a food truck that came and served barbecue. So we had like many days of, you know, good times. But the wedding was ultimately a brunch wedding. And you could have chicken and waffles or steak and eggs. It was we had a really lovely wedding. Pancakes or French toast? Ooh. Honestly, if you'd said French toast sticks, I might have said French toast sticks because I'm kind of in the mood for those right now. When I was at college, they had these really good French toast sticks. Honestly, they probably were not even made of bread. They were so good. I don't know how they did it. French toast sticks can be freaking fire, man. Knife or fork? I mean, that's a tough one. I guess we go with knife. I'm in a knife kind of mood. Chisgule chose violence. Valentine's or birthday? I'm gonna go with birthdays. Math or history? Unfortunately, I would say math, but I think history would have actually added a lot of value to my life. Tea or coffee? Tea. Tacos or burritos? I think we go tacos on that one. Pizza with or without pineapples? Oh, man. That's a contentious one, but no pineapples for me, please. December 1st or 2nd? No preference between those, actually. Infantry or archers? I mean, my guy over here is an infantry specialist. We're going infantry. Fight 1v or fight 60 GT? Oh, man. Probably GT. Because the thing is that 1v is smaller than GT, and we already know that GT can handle a kingdom like 1365. That doesn't mean they could beat 1365 1v1 necessarily, but like they held, man, against 1365 plus other kingdoms, so I feel like the better 1v1 would be against 1960. Be the first with T6 troops or perfect gear on everyone? I think perfect gear is harder. I mean, I know T6 doesn't exist, but if it did, it would be obtainable. But perfect gear? That takes a damn long time. Indian or Chinese food? Ooh. I really like Chinese food, but I also really like Indian food. I think I would go with Chinese food with Peking duck really slaying. You gotta get really good Peking duck, though. Like, good Chinese food is amazing. X-Men or X-Factor? We're gonna go with X-Men. Champions of Olympia or boat battles? I guess boat battles. Steak or lobster? Pfft. I mean, I kind of am inclined to say lobster because I have steak, not regularly, but way more than I have lobster, so I'm a big fan of a really good lobster roll. BMW or Mercedes? I mean, can I go with kind of like neither, but... I feel like both have some really slick looking cars. Baked or fried includes sweets. I mean fried. Guan or Skippy? Skippy. Arabic or Indian food? I feel like I haven't had enough Arabic food to really make this judgment. But maybe I have. I mean, I have actually had some Arabic food. I mean, I think I'm going to go with Indian food. Gems or food? Gems. Horror or action movies? Action. Domino's or Pizza Hut? I think we go Pizza Hut. Food or wood? Food. I have plenty of wood now. Thanks to Tadek, I have plenty of food. That's a player in the Smash Squad. Soccer or football? Oh, GG. I mean, the reality is I don't watch either. But I live in the USA, so I probably should just say football. In for cavalry. I mean, I'm going to go in. But cav are thick, man. In 1254, cavalry is like the secret handshake. Everybody's a cavalry lover over here. Echo! Hey, man. Didn't realize you were still here. Cheers, dude. Have a good one. Shinji 42 or Legend Ronnie? Bro, I'm not picking people here and this or that. GG. Only lobster if caught by Jordan. Yo, is Jordan in the stream? The lobster man himself, is he in the stream? Rusty, thank you for the super chat. Off topic, about to enter a 32 kingdom strife. D seed, good luck. There's a lot of B and A kingdoms and D all in the same KVK. Wow. Should be an interesting KVK, honestly. Ruz or Ruz? I'm gonna go with Ruz. Ferrari or Lamborghini? Ferrari's looking pretty good. Lamborghinis. I feel like the Lamborghini is kind of more exotic. I'm gonna go Lambo. That's the more exotic choice. Empty flag. GG. Copy and paste or undo? Wow. Both are so important in life. I don't know what I would do without copy paste or without undo. I feel like undo is the more... That's what I would go with. I would go with undo. 25% refine or all siege stats on an armament? Oh my god. I guess we go with all siege stats. That's gross. Chat's QY. Movies or TV shows? I'm gonna have to go with TV shows. TV shows these days are like long form better movies. You look at Jack Ryan. You look at Game of Thrones. You look at Vikings. There's way too many of these shows that have turned into just long form movies that are amazing. F1 or NASCAR? Honestly, racing cars is not something I follow at all. WWE or UFC? I also don't really watch wrestling or fighting. The only reason I watched any fighting at all is I remember my dad was really interested in which style of martial arts was the best. And there was some ultimate fighting tournament where there were like sumo wrestlers and judo masters and like everything in between. What was that called? Truck or minivan? We have a minivan, and the thing is, it's just such a practical damn car for a family. We have a Honda Odyssey. It's just so effing practical. And my wife loves it. I don't think I could. I gotta go with the minivan. Mixed martial arts is what that was. War of the Ruins or Ceroli on all accounts. I'd rather do Ceroli on all accounts. Mustafa, thank you for the super chat. Banana of Mimi, says Mustafa. Summer or winter? Honestly, I prefer cold to heat, but I don't love the cold, so I'll say winter. I'd rather be a little bit cold than a little bit hot. Because if you're hot, it's kind of difficult to solve that problem. If you're cold, you could always wear more layers. UFC 1 was that fight. Sun or moon? I'm gonna go with moon. Salt or pepper? Definitely salt. 100% salt. Mountain Man, thank you for the super chats. Super chats are gifted subs. GG. I really like the gifting aspect of a gifted sub, but I also really like the interaction of a super chat. I think we go with gifted subs, though. Ketchup or mustard? Oh, God, neither. I guess I have to go between those. Probably with ketchup. Because the reality is that you kind of use ketchup to make a barbecue sauce. And if you threw barbecue sauce in there, I'd say barbecue sauce. Black or white? I think I go with black. Part of the reason I say that is I have my browser in dark mode. I'm literally looking at dark mode everything on my PC, so. California or Florida? Let's go with California. Spicy or sweet? We go spicy. Wine or beer? We go beer. $1960 or $1365? Bruh. We're staying away from people judgments. William or XY? Technically they are people, but since there are more commanders in this game, William is really strong. People are sleeping on William's strength. I have been to Boston, yeah. Thor or Hulk? I'm gonna go with Thor. D or B? I mean, like, great things come in all sizes. Tadic or Sargon? Probably Sargon. Rock or Call of Dragons? I'm gonna stick with Rise of Kingdoms on that one. I do think Call of Dragons is gonna be good. Sargon or William? Probably William. Fight the Curb! Thank you for the 5 gifted. Let's go. Chess or football? I would say chess. The funny thing is that I don't actually play chess. I don't actually watch chess. Like, I'd probably rather watch football. But it just sounds so I don't know. Refined. Mufasa, thank you for the 5 gifted. Yo, let's get those hype emojis for Mufasa. Guan or Sargon? Probably Sargon. That's another 10 gifted in the books, chat. Let's freaking go. Refined or iconic? Refined. Work from home or work from office? Definitely from home. Chipotle or Chick-fil-A? Chipotle. Dogs or cats? Ooh. My kid loves dogs. And had one bad experience with a cat and now doesn't like cats. But she also thinks cat videos are absolutely hilarious. So the thing about dogs and cats is that if you count up the hours of entertainment I've gotten from watching cats, I've got to give this one to cats. The reality is that cats have caused more laughs. Now, dogs can be pretty funny too, don't get me wrong. But I think cats get the W there. Bite the Curb, thank you for the super chat. Says, just thought I'd get something started. Lol, have fun, everybody. Hey, thanks, man. Snake or a bird as a pet? Oh, God. Both of those sound like pets I don't want to have. Marauders versus KVK Barbs? Oh, that's tough. I feel like KVK Barbs burn through AP faster, though, so I'm a big fan of that. Thermodynamics first law or Newton's third? Holy. Okay, thermodynamics first law. The total amount of energy within the... Oh, conservation of energy. Okay. Newton's third law. Conservation of energy or... the nature of a force. The law of motion. Let's go with the law of motion. Mice or roaches? Oh, that sounds awful. But at least a roach you can kind of squish. Mice? That sounds like a next level problem. Deciduous or coniferous? Wow, this is getting a little esoteric. I'm looking at pictures now. I think we go deciduous. World of Warcraft or Diablo? Ooh. Ooh. That's tough. I feel like I had more fun playing Diablo, and I feel like I had more glory playing World of Warcraft. Does that make any sense? I think we go Diablo. Desert or KVK2? KVK2. Chicken nuggets or chicken tenders? Probably chicken tenders. Meters or miles? We go miles. Charles or Richard? I think we go Richard there. Puns or long jokes? I am a dad. I'm inclined to say puns, but I think we run long jokes on this one. YouTube or Twitch or Reddit? We go YouTube. All right, chat. That's the end of this or that. We did it. That was fun. That was fun. We did it. That was good. That was fun. Please check the coordinates. What do we got? Flag's about to be cut. I'm trying to... I mean, they're like about to burn this flag, but are they going to burn it? Hollow, square, or arch for garrisons. Wanting to know for the new commander. It's really tough to say. So if you look at just the base value of the formation, Arch formation is doing something really cool. Normal attack damage is brutal. So I think in that regard, Arch is better than Hollow Square. If you look at what the inscriptions do that nobody has, I think Hollow Square could be really cool down the road. But for now, I think Arch is the safer play. Arch is a far more versatile play as well. Hollow Square is very limited for the commanders where you can get big value. And that might change, but it's going to be a while, man. Have I tried or considered playing some OG games on my channel just for fun? I honestly haven't. How did you come up with your name? I was playing a troll warrior in World of Warcraft. I wanted something that sounded like a troll from the, you know, Zul'jin tribe. Chisgule. It just seemed like the right thing to do. I came up with it out of thin air. How many inscriptions can you buy now? I might be able to buy one. Like, if I actually went in and just sold all my damn armaments, I could probably buy an inscription. Not a legendary one, but just like, you know, a chance at one of the random inscriptions. Uh-oh. I've been staring at this spot for too long. Hold on. We gotta zoom it out and back in. Chisgule sounds like just cool. I'm pretty sure that when YouTube automatically annotates my videos, there's a lot of my videos that start out with just cool gaming here. Raz Grease, thank you for the super chat. We have a member being diagnosed with cancer. Oh, that's really tough. Yeah, you can give him a shout out. Did you want me to? Well, I mean, I guess you shared the coordinates. Do you want me to pull it up? I have not seen any testing on the ranged commanders, but we'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to expertise both of them tomorrow, and we'll test them. All right, as soon as this flag burns, we'll go to the coordinates. Roberto, thank you for the super chat. Will blockades be added to Hollow Square? Would it be viable then? I don't know. I feel like blockading and Hollow Square are kind of two different ideas. Hollow Square would become very popular if you could blockade. It would be undoubtedly like the formation to use in the open field. If Hollow Square, I mean, any formation, if they added blockading to it, it would be too good. Daniel, thank you for the super. I'm new to Rock. Would you invest all the experience tomes into your starting commander like Boudica? Also with gold keys, should I just use or save them? You should use your gold keys right away. The only reason you would save gold and silver keys is to time them with the Lucerne Scrolls. So if you have some quests for Lucerne Scrolls, you might want to save them up. And in the 5th week of Lucerne Scrolls, there are some quests. So you might want to wait until then and then do it. But otherwise, you kind of need the sculptures. So you should feel free to open them. I would not put a ton of experience into a commander like Boudica because Boudica gives you bonus experience. But you stop getting value from that bonus experience when she hits the max level. So some amount of experience into your peacekeepers so that they're viable to be running around in the field for barbarians is worthwhile, but otherwise you want the experience to go in commanders that do not give you bonus experience that are not peacekeepers. You also have an achievement, that's right, at 200 gold keys. I mean, it's not critical to save and wait for the achievement, but if you open 200 gold keys at once, there is an achievement. Is Nevsky still the best commander? Yeah, I mean, among cavalry, I would say Nevsky, Joan, William. XY is number 4. Dude, Nevsky's insane. Chat will tell you Nevsky's insane. Who are you hoping to face this upcoming KVK? Honestly, I don't even care. Anyone who wants to fight. Anyone who actually is going to throw down, I'll be happy as can be. Gold keys are great value at the start of the game. Yeah, I mean, you need those gold key commanders, you know? I'm going to make a note of these coordinates so we don't lose them. It's taking a minute to burn these flags. I thought it'd be like, you know, a quick little burn, and then we'd be on our way. Oh, there we go. I look away for 2 seconds. We have an XY garrison and it burned. All right, all I had to do was ask. Hey, flag, please burn. Was it Mr. Virus who got the diagnosis? Mr. Virus. Big shout out and good luck to Mr. Virus. Definitely sucks to get a cancer diagnosis. Really sorry to hear that. My father had cancer. He was on chemo. He was doing extremely well. And then just suddenly died. It was a total bummer. It came out of nowhere. We were like very shocked. So stay strong. And treat every moment as though it might be your last. Man, let me tell you, nothing is a reality check like having a family member that is sick. That'll really make you question how you're spending your time. All right, here we go. Nothing here. 623, 737 rally at the pass. All right, possible pass rally here. Who's got the Zig? I don't know who's going to take the Zig when it opens. Probably 1960. Roberto says, hey, Chisgule, Cavmain here, running XY Honda. Nevsky, Jones, Saladin, William. Where can I possibly throw in a Mina? So, here's what you do. You go... You go XY with Minamoto. Keep your Nevsky and Joan. Keep your Saladin and William. Move the Honda to be with someone else. 5-5-1-1 Skippy will do great behind a Guan. However, you could just do Guan Alex and then Skippy Honda, and that would be really solid. By the way, if you're having fun this live stream, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. I actually need to spin the wheel. We need to do that on my main and on my farm. I suppose I could do some of that tomorrow on stream, but let's do it on the main at least. We spin it over 100 here. And then stop, and we'll call it value with a question mark. We spin that wheel, baby. Is Henry Nebu the open field meta? Henry Nebu's very good. I mean, you either run Neb Esong or Henry Neb. You also could throw Cyrus in the mix if you wanted. I think that's strong. Or Honda Tadakatsu. Enrique says, lost my dad to cancer too. Oh, my hearts and prayers to Virus from 1307. Faith over everything, amigo. Yeah, it's definitely tough. Nevsky Mina really good in the beginning of Season of Conquest? Yes, they are. Anytime I get universals on this Babur wheel, it's a huge win. It's a huge win to get universals. 2 of them's pretty good. I have like, I don't know, 1,500 gold heads. But the game plan is to expertise Heraclius. So when I expertise him, I'll drop back down to like 700. Ooh, 8 spots.
Neil, you free-to-play peasants.
8 spot, let's go. If I brought 2 archer marches, do I do Boudica Esong and Henry Nebu? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. You could also do Boudica Artemisia. Another 8 spot? What's going on here? Okay. Why can't I get this for a commander I actually care about? Is the real question. That's the real question. Do you think Heraclius YSS will be a thing? It might be for city defense. We'll test it and see if it's any good, though. Stacking up those bobber heads, man. So many. For a Nevsky primary Cav March, should I have a dagger? Or do ring or horn? I think rings are a good starting point. For most people, they'll want more rings than horns. So, probably start on the rings. Wonder how strong his Mighty Shield will be. I think it could be pretty cool. How's your Mightiest Governor coming? Well, it was arranged, but then a bunch of people messed it up. So I don't know what's going to happen. Dude, we always have a rogue, man. We always have a rogue. We got a little rogue over here. Who knows? I'll probably end up, like, in spot 6 through 10. And I'll get, you know, like 20 heads, and then I'll expertise him. Have I ever thought about starting a new alliance all over again, or maybe running a kingdom? Nah, did it before. We're good. I'm good. See Captain Chat, we're good, broski? Are we good, Chatsky? What'd they say in Captain Chat? Are we good now? Kale's looking captain chat in 1254. Captain chat. Oh boy. Captain chat's really got some heat going on here. There's a lot going on in Captain Chat. Captain Info, oh, okay. Alright. We have a game plan. There's always a plan. Looks like I'm gonna be 10th for this MGE. Give us the Captain Chat. Yeah, if you want to be in Captain Chat, all you got to do is join 1254 and have full crit legendary equipment, full iconic. And you can join Captain Chat. Oh, also you got to have a pair. Rally or Garrison pair. And be toxic. Chatsky says requirement to be toxic. I mean, at least witty. You at least have to be witty. Gustav says, I can be super toxic. Is that enough? I have the qualifications, but migration is closed. That is true. So I suppose the hidden requirement is you have to be so high power that we would ticket you. Yeah. Sounds easy enough, says Nick. Yeah, it's easy enough, Chad. It's easy enough. It's easy. Oh, text message from my wife, but it was like an hour ago. Whoops. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I'm good. Dr. S says, can I be iconic and full toxic instead of full crits? Oh, bro, come on, game. I wasn't standing still for that long. They canceled the rally. GG. Chadsky, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Gummy Bear, Kurt, OP, Staniel, and TN. Recipients of the gifts. There you go. There you go. 24 months. What am I doing with my life? Having a damn good time watching content on YouTube, baby. Let's go. We look at the Mimi front. Mimi flag is burning. We look at this strand over here. KA34. It's burning. Burning. Burning, burning, burning. And abandoned. GG. Burning and abandoned. Chatsky, I think they're done. There's still stuff to burn, but this KVK is in the books, man. How much is a song license? I haven't checked out YouTube's song licensing, but usually for somewhere between 10 to 20 bucks a month, there are a bunch of services out there where they'll have just a ton of songs that you can gain access to and then use. So for example, Monster Cat, I think is like $8 a month. I pay that, and then I also pay for Epidemic Sound, and that's another $15 a month. I mean, pretty much everything is burning, chat. It's pretty hot in here with all this burning. Will territory get disconnected? Map? Yeah, I mean, we zoom out. And what's happened? 93 is pushed forward a little bit. 1960 is pushed left a little bit. Mimi relocated to new territory, but that territory is in trouble. 534 had located to new territory, but that territory is in trouble. It's a tough spot to be in here. The walls are closing in, as it were. Henry Neb? Oh, definitely Henry Neb over Henry Gilga. For fielding. For rallying, if it's a Xeno, you actually want the Henry Gilga. If there's no Xeno, then the Henry Neb is really good counterattack. Gilga is your anti-Xeno attack. They're lasting a lot longer than you thought they would. I believe that I guessed it would be a 2 to 3 day Kingsland, and it looks like it's going to be a 3-day Kingsland. Let's see if the pass is getting rallied again. Pretty sure it will. Does XY Nevsky mess up Amani Art? Yes. XY Nevs is a really good answer. Easy W says I'm in 93 but out of gold, so now I'm just filling. Boudica Prime is definitely better than Ramses, not even close. Would it be cool if the kings of each kingdom would duel before the pass opening? Yes, that would be cool. I think that'd be cool. How far away are we from a new Cav commander? We got some time, man. We got archers, and then we got cavalry, maybe. Or they could... I don't know what they're going to do about leadership. More Than Gems is theoretically this weekend. That is... yeah, that's a thing. Zeroing City. Ooh. 544. 699. Did I go to the wrong coordinates? Yes, I did. This guy has no alliance. What commanders are on the leadership wheel? Honda Tadakatsu? Charlemagne? Who else is on the leadership wheel? Trajan? Talo says, Chisgule, I've been watching the 7 Imperium KVK with 846 from a year ago. It was good, wasn't it? My old KVK streams are actually very fun. Yeah, they poured it out of there. Who do I pair William with if you don't have XY? You pair him with whichever commander you do have. But you find a way to use William. Saladin William. XY William is what I use. Nevsky William's great. I had almost 4,000 people watching that live stream. The good old days, man. The glory days. KVKs used to be so freaking hype back in the day. Cheers, Raz. I appreciate it. KVKs used to be so freaking hype back in the day, man. 4K people watching a KVK. I used to get that many people also when we fought C9N and was 77. It was a big stream back then. Best stream of all time was 1075 KVK triple rallies. Yeah, that was good, man. I like woke up and they were tripling a flag and like Ticklefist and I took turns garrisoning it. That was a good time. And we were holding against triple rallies, man. The fact that we could fill to stop a triple but not field was like a sign that we had problems in 1075. But that KVK was probably the peak for 1075, honestly. Appreciate the super chat, Chadsky. We go both sides. Dude, I can't. There must be some changes to KVK to make them hyped again. Maybe ranked, bigger formats, a story, no lag. Yeah, I mean, if you want KVK to be what it could be, you need to fix lag. You need to put the biggest kingdoms together in a giant Super Bowl style KVK. 539, 632. Alternatively, you could have like a KVK league, like your kingdom is actually ranked for KVK. And then you could actually do some exciting stuff with like the top ranked kingdoms fighting each other. Roberto, thank you for the super chat. Do you think the new Cav commanders will include a conquering commander? Yeah, XY is going to hit the bench. XY is on the chopping block. He's great, but he's the first Cav commander I'd get rid of. Oh my god, they're going to swarm him. Oh. He's only 63 mil, but it's still a Xeno. It's gonna hurt. But only 1k on those counters? Nah, you gotta swarm that. 2k on the counters? You swarm that. 100%. You swarm that. They're done, Ski. 1k counters is nothing, man. You have like a playoff bracket. Yeah, I think it'd be good. Whatever happened to World of Alliances? Thank goodness we don't have alliance-based KVKs. That was a real bullet dodged. That, I mean, I don't know that that would have ended the game, but I think that would have really been problematic. How important is area of effect damage? Critical for open field fighting. I mean, you basically get free damage on other commanders that don't do damage back to you. It's amazing. What do I look for in an open field commander is march speed, area of effect damage, debuffs, and buffs. I think I know Jutes in 2755. That sounds really familiar. How do they handle engineering commanders once the intro is done? Put them in with the leadership cycle or add a step in the cycle? I have no clue, honestly. I honestly don't know where they're going to go. I guess they go with the leadership cycle. Because we got one leadership commander, right? Yeah, I think they go in the leadership cycle. Very strange. Honestly, it's very strange. Am I going to stream 1307 versus 1v? Probably, yeah. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. What are Alex's best talents and skills and pairings as a free-to-play? Definitely do a YouTube search for Chisgule Alexander the Great. Alternatively, I might even have a video here, but it's probably out of date if that works. It might not work. I don't know what my bot command is. Vider, what's up, dude? %10 attack or 5% skill damage? I'd probably go with 10% attack. It kind of depends, though, because the attack is typically for one troop type. So the 5% skill damage would benefit all troop types. So if you're talking about open field, the skill damage city theme might be better for you. What do you think about making videos reviewing your fighting techniques past KVKs? It's an interesting idea. Henry or Nebu for Mightiest Governor Focus. Just got to Season of Conquest. I'd say probably Henry. The problem with Nebu is that while he is really good, he's old, man. He's on the chopping block. Nebu is one of those commanders that, like, we're going to get rid of soon. Is it worth buying any Season of Conquest city? Yeah. 5% skill damage is probably a good pickup for a city theme. Godfather, what's up, dude? Bro, war is done. Just a matter of time until 65's out of Kingsland. Yeah. It's inevitable now. Do armaments with the same stats stack? Yes, they do. So if you have 4 armaments, 1 in each of the slots, and they all have attack, the attack will all stack, yeah. Why is 365 not gathering in the field? I mean, I think they're gassed, man. It seems like they're gassed. Chat says for once 1960 isn't carrying their allies. So yeah, 1093 is putting in the work, man. Gonna jiggle the mouse a little bit so that the screen doesn't freeze up. What accessories should I buy for Sargon or Guan? For Guan, you want Horn Ring. You also want the same for Sargon. Does the flag trade negative under the swarm? Depends on the quality of the swarm and the extent to which it's kept full in the flag. Swarmers can trade positive. Usually that only starts to happen after Zig is captured. Or if you have a max tech player, or if you have something like this. Oh, God. No, Captain, and look at all those sad faces. GG. GG. All the swarms have been positive for 1960 99% of the time, says Goose. That's terrifying. I mean, the thing is that you have all max tech players doing the swarm. That's brutal. Man, I've known Porkchop for a long time. What was his highest power? Woo! 204. Yeah. Dude, Porkchop's an old school player right over here. Porkchop's super old school. He used to be pretty close with Abe and Negan back in the day. Looks like they stopped going for this pass. What march is Dagger good for? I would say a cavalry march, something that is fast moving. That way you can guarantee that you keep the Dagger debuff applied. Here comes the rally from 1093. Jan Ziska in the garrison. Nebu Tommy or Henry Tommy? Probably Henry Tommy. But both are really good. Tarek Scipio or Flavius for the garrison. If you want to rally, you need Tariq ibn Ziyad with either Sargon or Pakal. I would not get Tariq ibn Ziyad just to pair with Skippy in the open field. You would only get Tariq ibn Ziyad if you want to rally, in my opinion. Whereas Flavius, if you had Flavius with Skippy, that can work. Otherwise, Flavius, you really need to pair with Zeno. How do you get Esong? Comes from Wheel of Fortune. Where's Death Squad? He had a really successful business venture that took him away from the game, and he hasn't come back. I hope he'll play again. We had hoped he would come to 1254, but that did not happen. There's the swarm. 2k counters. This is going very well. 1k counters. That's going to burn. Yeah, there it is. Where's Juggernaut? Hopefully he'll rejoin us for maybe Call of Dragons, but I don't know if he will. Why isn't Dagger good for infantry? I mean, it's good for infantry. But, you know, I like to put my Dagger and my web on faster moving commanders if possible, so that they can't run away from me. Tickle Fist sounds like he's going to play Call of Dragons, so I'm pretty hyped for that. Solimar does not play anymore. No. Oh, hey, there's Caradoc. Member of the channel, Legendary Guard, Big Poggers. I mean, that's going to be a really tough flag to hold, not going to lie. You outlive them all, Chisgule. I mean, the thing about Rise of Kingdoms is if you commit for the long term and you play that marathon style gameplay and really stick with it, you are heavily rewarded. I mean, it is very rewarding to have played as long as I have. And you can see that even just on my restart account. It's like very strong for what it is. Arvex over here, 300 million power. I don't think they're going to rally him. That would really surprise me. $21.42 all around his city. Nice music. Cheers, Raptor. What is the strongest kingdom in the game? I'm not sure. I mean, I think 1960 has got to be on the list as a contender. I think 1254 is on the list as a contender. We'll see how 1365 emerges from this. I mean, I think they're a contender. Yeah, 40 41.7 billion kill points. They have been in the field. That's for sure. 268 million dead troops, chat. Goose says rally walking. What's the rally walking toward? There's a rally on... Oh, really? There's a rally on Arvex. Okay, you have my attention. Welby Boz says we're just playing around. 4 siege in the rally. Okay, there's the 4 siege in the rally. Hashtag they rallied Arvex. Oh, they canceled before it hit the city. GG. No, I think you're right that 1093 goes in the list. 1093 goes in the list of strongest kingdoms. I think that's fair. %, skill damage city skin is the best for infantry. Nah, I'd go for 5% health. Benji says bored of not fighting, but good otherwise. Alright, hold on. Little kiddo making a lot of noise upstairs. Gotta text the live stream fairy. See what's going on. Chat, I feel like this KVK is pretty much a wrap. It's been a crazy 3 days. But I think 1960, 1093 and their allies have got it. Jake, you want to start streaming? You want to fire up your stream? We raid you? Don't gotta tell me twice, he says. There you go. Start up that stream. I looked earlier and we were the only ones streaming. I was like, oh, nobody's streaming, really. City Rally? Let's check it out. Ooh, city rally. 65 mil power, GG. Yeah, if you've been having a good stream, throw a like on here. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'm pretty sure most of you know who I am, but I'm Chisgule Gaming. I make daily videos about Rise of Kingdoms, and there's the Swarm. That's a bold Swarm. I'm not quite sure I understand why you'd swarm like that before a double rally lands. That was like a perfectly timed double rally with swarming that just, I'm confused. Because what you really do here is you let the double rally do the work, then you swarm. Oh, but they bubbled. So it doesn't matter either way. Maybe they knew about that guy's war frenzy. They might have had more information than I did there. But in a perfect world, you let the double rally do the work. Then when they're done, you swarm to keep them from healing their hospital. That's how you get them. What should I craft first, horn or ring? Probably ring. Oh, man, all these burning flags. That is going to be a lot of territory opening up, chat. That is going to be a lot of territory opening up. Okay, Jake just started his stream. However, for some reason, it's not on my list of channels I can raid. What's going on here? Yeah, his stream's not showing up in the list of channels I can raid. Let me refresh on my end, see if that fixes it. Ring or dagger for XY? Oh, definitely ring. Has 1961 basically. Kinda, yeah. Plato says have to refresh it, and then it'll be in the list. Do I have anything special planned for 200k subs? I don't know, chat. What should we do for 200k subs? Max purges all the bundles? I don't know about that. Crab Rave? Spend $200,000? Bro. 200k subs? Do a retrospect of your rock journey? That's a fair ask. Account review? Shave my head? Shave my beard? I guess those are options. But not really. A montage? That's far more reasonable. Alright, chat, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go raid Jake the dog. Jake is another streamer from 1254. I'm gonna go prep dinner. We got a little pizza party tonight. Should be fun. Big thank you to everybody who's tuned into the streams, and thank you for your very generous donations and gifted memberships over the last few days. It's been really crazy. Chadsky, thank you for the super chat. Let Ruz and I do an account review of you. GG. GG. Should we let Chadsky and Ruz review my account? Leave a comment or drop your thoughts into the chat. But for now, we're going to go raid Jake the dog. Stick around. You don't have to go anywhere. YouTube will automatically redirect you in just a second. So take this moment to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Throw a like on the stream. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom. I'll see you tomorrow, probably in the morning. We're going to go expertise the ranged commanders and then test them. Should be good. Take care.